Hello, everyone. My name is Dipshila, and on behalf of my team, I'm excited to share with you a relationship selection task that we developed over the last year. The relationship selection task, or RST, involves selecting the appropriate relationships between key terms in textbook content. The motivation for creation of this task was that in order to leverage knowledge graphs or KGs for creating intelligent textbooks that benefited students, we needed to be able to create KGs at scale. However, current methods of KG construction are extremely time and resource intensive. To enable scalable KG construction, we therefore developed an AI crowdsourcing hybrid pipeline illustrated here. This RST was a critical piece in this pipeline for crowdsourcing relationships. And additionally, it was important for us that the task have instructional value. For this reason, we utilize the pedagogically useful concept mapping task paradigm to foster relational processing when students use this task to learn new concepts. There were 3 key steps in the development of the RST: identifying the set of relationships, identifying key terms from the textbook content, and developing the crowdsourcing tool. To identify the set of relationships, we leveraged past work from Vinay with an upper ontology called the component library. We illustrate some of the term type pairs and relationships accommodated by the RST based on the clip. To identify and automatically extract terms from the textbook content, we utilize the BERT language model illustrated here. We then use the extracted terms to create the crowdsourcing tasks. We parsed the textbook's content into sentences and identified the term pairs in each sentence. A sentence containing n terms leads to n choose 2 term pairs, with each term pair considered as a single task. Now let's move on to a brief walkthrough of the task. The task contains 4 steps: reading a book section, short training on relationship types, followed by a short training on the relationship selection, and finally the main relationship selection task. For the purposes of this demo, we use content from college level biology. Participants are instructed to read a biology textbook, and an audible timer reminds them to return to the main task after they finish reading the specific section. This is followed by a short training on relationship types. Different kinds of relationships are illustrated with images and text that are simple and easy to understand. It starts with an easy description of the types of terms and then progresses to the types of possible relationships between these terms. Here are some examples. Here we see how entities are located around other entities, illustrating a spatial relationship. Here we observe causal relationships between events. Given that oftentimes there is no direct relationship between a term pair, we have a no direct relationship response category. At the end of the relationship type training, participants receive some practice exercises to familiarize them with the interface and the 2-step relationship selection process. On the left-hand side, they see sentences extracted from the text. And on the right-hand side, they see a question asking about the relationship between the highlighted term pair, as well as the available relationship families. The relationship selection here is a 2-step process where participants first select a relationship family, followed by a specific relationship. In this case, the spatial relationship was the correct answer, followed by a is inside of specific relationship. After this training, participants begin the main task. In order to limit fatigue, we typically set the task to last for 30 minutes. At the end of the task, all responses are recorded in a database and denoised across participants. These denoised relationships are then validated by subject matter experts before being visualized as a knowledge graph. In summary, we developed a relationship selection task to support scalable KG construction and successfully crowdsourced relationships for sections of college-level biology and psychology content. Subject matter experts had over 90% agreement with these denoised crowdsourced relationships, and we are currently examining the pedagogical effectiveness of the task. For a demo of the task, please visit the URL stated here. Thank you, and we are now open for questions.